Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well, I hope life is treating you well, I hope you are not sick, you are healthy and everything is fine. So today I'm with a video that I never done before. I'm gonna talk about fragrances that I'm ready to purchase. Like these are fragrances that I like, I have a lot of fragrances on my wish list, fragrances that are exciting to me, that I'm interested in, but these are the fragrances that I would, without thinking, absolutely accept into my collection because I just know them, I know that I want them, and I know that I absolutely love them. So, uh, let's start with, I have them on this list. Let's start with the first one, which is Dior Homme Intense. So, Dior Homme Intense, uh, it's a very nice, dark, sophisticated, irisy scent. Uh, from the iris, it has some powderiness. Of course, I have to have the actual fragrance to give you a full review. I'm not planning to do a review on these now. I'm just gonna kind of make a list of these fragrances that I think are worth checking out. So Dior Homme Intense is an absolutely beautiful, very manly. It's very attractive. I think everybody would like Dior Homme Intense. Um, it's so classy. Like I almost feel like you couldn't pull this off if you are just wearing like t-shirt and shorts. You have to have like a nice sweater, not like this. This is my Hufflepuff sweater from Harry Potter. Uh, Not like this. Something almost elegant, a little bit serious, and yes, I do believe this would make anyone more attractive instantly. Like uh, the age range doesn't even matter. I think this could be worn by anyone, but you have to have a certain uh, put together vibe to pull this off. I really like it, but it's quite expensive, and I saw a few times people in Facebook groups selling it, but I always saw it's too late and someone already bought it, so I will probably get it from a Facebook place, uh, Facebook group or something like that. But yeah, check it out. You can basically smell it in every fragrance shop, every drugstore, because not every drugstore, but every drugstore that carries like Dior fragrances. Dior Homme Intense, absolutely amazing. So a fragrance that's very similar to Dior Homme Intense is, at least to my nose, is Prada L'Homme. Uh, Prada L'Homme is also an iris fragrance. I don't know if you know this, but Prada has almost always something soapy, irisy in their men's fragrances. Now, I'm not a huge fan of soapy fragrances, but something about Prada L'Homme is just so calming and so nice to me. Like, it's similar to the Dior one that I mentioned, but it's not as dark. It's more wearable, maybe. Like, the other one is wearable too, but the Prada, you can pull it off every day. It's an everyday scent, I think. Uh, it's lighter a little bit, and I'm not talking about performance, but the scent profile is not that serious, not that dark, but it's still very masculine and elegant, and you can wear it to workplace or basically any occasion. It's really nice. Definitely check that one out too. I like the bottle too. Also, the Dior bottle is really nice. Uh, and it tends to be a little bit pricey too, not as pricey as the Dior one, but still I think I'm waiting for a discount, and also I think I don't need both, so I will have to choose between the Prada and the Dior one, and as of now I'm more leaning towards the Dior one because I feel like it's deeper, it's more rich than Prada, but they are both beautiful scents, and I also like the Prada L'Homme, Lieu, the blue one. I think it's a summer version of the fragrance that's also very nice. It's a fresher, um, maybe a little bit soapier version, and yeah, that's very nice too. One of my friends has it on his wish list, and he actually, so we saw this fragrance on one of the discounters for extremely cheap. It was a tester bottle. It was like $40 for 100 ml. It was absolutely amazing price, and he missed it. So when you see a good price, you should definitely not wait around. Just get it because you will regret later. But again, I don't know which one I would buy. But these two fragrances are kind of in the same category to me, and they are both very nice. I can't really talk about performance because I only tested these on my skin, like, maybe two sprays and just smelling it. So it's mostly the scent profile that I can talk about. But if I ever get them, I will definitely make a separate video about them. It's more just a chit chatty video. And if you have any of these fragrances, I would love to hear your opinion. Yes, let me know. The next one is from the Body Shop actually, and it's called White Musk for Men, or for him, or something like this. But it's called White Musk. It's a musky. I don't even know how to describe it. It has some spiciness, some muskiness, obviously. It's a little bit soapy too. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love this. It's a very affordable fragrance. It's $20 for 100 ml, and yeah, it's a very nice price. The only reason I didn't buy it yet is because well, I felt like I don't need new fragrances right now, and second reason is because I'm so cheap that I'm actually even waiting for a discount or like Black Friday or something, even on this cheap fragrance. I know, I'm the worst, but come on, I have enough fragrances, so I can wait a little bit if it's like a little bit cheaper. I love a bargain, so yeah. If you have a body shop around you, definitely pop in there. They have testers. White Musk is absolutely great. One thing I'm not sure about is the performance, because when I sprayed it on my arm, it disappeared after maybe 2 hours. But at the same time, online I see reviews where people talk about great performance. So maybe you have to spray a little bit more. I really can't talk much about the performance because I'm yet to test it too myself. So yes, that was the third one that I'm ready to buy because I absolutely love the scent profile. And the first one is actually a women's fragrance. It's Dior Hypnotic Poison, the Eau de Toilette. This one is absolutely gorgeous. I remember when I first smelled it, I was like, I was not impressed. Like, I always loved the bottle. The bottle is, I think, one of the most beautiful bottles that I ever seen. I don't know what it is about it, but it almost feels like an apple, like a poisoned apple from Snow White or something. I don't know what it is, but I just love the look of the bottle, but also the scent profile. It has a almondy vanilla, but not too sweet vanilla. Like, it's mostly almond, and if you know, almond notes tend to have this kind of play-dohy quality in them in fragrances, and Dior Hypnotic Poison has that too. But in a way, I don't know why, but it's just attractive to me, and at the same time, I feel like it's unisex. Like, people always describe Hypnotic Poison like this very iconic feminine fragrance, but at the same time, to me, it's just 100% unisex because it's just almond. And yeah, it will be perfect for winter and autumn, and performance is also nice. And I remember first I wasn't super impressed with it, but the more I tested it, when I was in a shop, I just tested it, and as I get familiar with the scent, I always like it more and more with time, and that was the experience with Hypnotic Poison. It's I don't know, I just love it. And the same like Dior Homme Intense. It also never really gets discounted. It's popular, it's expensive, so I might get, if I get a super nice discount, I might pull the trigger, or maybe someone selling it, I will buy it, secondhand. So yeah, but yes, these are the four fragrances that I really, really like, or may I say love, and I'm ready to get them to my collection. Sorry, I feel like the camera always like kind of vibrates with warm tones. Like I look at the screen and my jumper is always like suddenly dark and suddenly light. So I don't know. Sorry about that. So yeah, let me know if you have any of these fragrances, if you have tried them, if you know them, if you know what are the fragrances that you want to buy, but for some reason you are still didn't pull the trigger. Most of these are just too expensive for me at the moment, but again, Facebook groups and all these websites are really nice place to find uh, the fragrances for a cheaper price. Always ask for the batch code, by the way. Like if you buy online from a stranger, always ask them to send you a picture of the batch code so you can check out if it's original and stuff like that. And yes, also, if you like, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to make this disclaimer all the time, but for example, with Hypnotic Poison, I know like people will be a little bit, like hesitant to buy it because it's a feminine marketed fragrance. But if you think about it, Givenchy Pie is super, super similar to Hypnotic Poison, and that's an iconic men's fragrance. But if you test them side by side, they are very similar. So I think it's just marketing. And yes, I'm talking about marketing, but at the same time, I want to buy the Dior one because of the bottle is so nice. Because the Givenchy bottle is just super weird to me. Like it has this triangle something shape and like this little handle on the top, and also then like I don't know, the bottle is just, it's just not for me. So in my defense, I don't want to buy full price. I want to catch a nice deal on them. So yes, those are my four fragrances that I am ready to buy, but I'm still waiting a little bit to catch a good deal on them. I think I talked way too much already, so I will say goodbye to you. Um, and yes, let's get social. Tell me about your wish list. What are your fragrance recommendations for me? What are the fragrances on your wish list? I would love to hear it. And as always, see you next time. Bye.